a sinner, left my lover crying on the dance floor. I'm a sinner, I'm a sinner.
Hello and welcome back to I Wani Hug That Gator demo. A week into September has come and gone, and I'm finally feeling acclimated to St. Hammond. Things have been going pretty smoothly lately, if I do say so myself. Over the past week or so, I've been getting more and more used to my new friends, learning new quirks of them daily over lunch and in our classes. Like Olivia's penchant for tail whips. As I sit on the metro to school, my foot comes to prod at the tender spot on my shin. I also learn not to borrow Olivia's stuff without asking. She usually tries to keep to herself, even when we're partnered up, but I do my best to play nice. It's not to say she's being rude or anything, she's just quiet. More and more, I kind of figured out that part of her silence is just nerves. Accepting that silent facet, I think maybe we've come to some small understanding between us. Enough that I think she's starting to see me as a friend now. Among other things, Damien and Liz had given me their numbers. Or rather, Damien gave me both his and Liz's numbers. At first, I thought that Liz would be mad that Damien had basically doxed her, but she didn't seem to mind when he explained his reasons. I also got Ben's number since he figured we'd be doing a lot more team projects in photography class. My eyes roll over the past messages from my new friends. I become so engrossed rereading them that I nearly miss the announcement of my stop. I scrambled to get off the metro, the closing doors just catching my jacket and forcing me to yank it out before I'm dragged down the tracks. Not going to let that bring my mood down, though. It's Friday, meaning after today comes the weekend. It's a quick walk from the station, and I can see the school enter my field of view now. The school looks completely barren. Is it closed? Weird. I look around at some of the small stores that surround the school, the ones that are usually staffed by students and workers. They're also empty. One of them has lights on, but it just looks like the manager's looking over some paperwork inside. I don't recall any announcements about a holiday today, and while I admit to having forgotten what day it is in the past, I'm absolutely certain it's Friday. So where is everyone? Even the entryway to the school is barren. The door probably wouldn't even open. Yep. Hello? I dance a bit in front of the cameras watching the door. It does not respond. You know what? Damien would know what's going on. I flip through my contacts to find Damien's number. I put my phone to my ear and pray that he picks up. After a minute or so of waiting, the dial tone cuts off and is replaced by Damien's voice. Yo, what up, Nico? Hey, Damien. I'm at school right now and it looks like no one's here. Know what's up? What do you... There's a brief pause on the other end of the line. Oh, didn't you hear? Hear what? Today's the last warm day of the season, so everyone's celebrating. Celebrating? Yeah, we're actually having a cookout at my place today. Say, you want to come over? Thanks for inviting me. The generous but spontaneous offer causes me to hesitate for a moment to respond. Thanks for the offer, Damien, but it's alright. I wouldn't want to intrude on your guys' party. What? It's no big deal at all, dude. My folks enjoy the company and there's gonna be plenty of food too. Plus, Olivia's here as well. Weigh my options, either go to the party or I could just take the metro back home and sit in my room doing, well, nothing. Inky, you still there, buddy? Yeah, I'm still here, was just clearing my schedule. You sure it wouldn't be an issue? Of course not, amigo. A friend of mine is a friend of the family. Well, alright then. Nice. Look, I'll totally text you the address. See you soon, compadre. And with that, the call ends, and not a few seconds later that I get a text notification. D-Man. Crichton Road. Oh, I get what the name for. Go the long way around the neighborhood doesn't chain his dog. The neighbor doesn't chain his dog, lol. I copy and paste the address into my Google Maps and... looks like Damien lives pretty close to the school. Of course, it's a little longer taking Damien's instructions, but I'm not about to try outrunning a loose dog with my physique. Well, better make my way over there then. (61189) 61191. Here it is. 61193. The house looks standard for a house in this neck of the woods or neighborhood. It's a one-story place, but it looks pretty spacious. Definitely a family house. I walk up to the stone step path of the front door and ring the doorbell. The grocery bag wrapped around my finger is starting to chafe a bit. I could have just come right away, but I felt bad coming over empty-handed, so I got something for the party. A simple salad bowl from one of the local stores is on the way over. It doesn't seem like much, but as my mom taught me, it's courteous to come to a party with something. Actually, I realize how ill-prepared I look from an end-of-summer celebration. With Damien mentioning a pool, everyone else must be wearing casual clothes or swimwear. Meanwhile, here I am looking overly formal. Not like I could have thought to bring swim trunks to school. The door swings open and out steps Damien. And go! Wow, man, you're crazy early. And you come bearing gifts. Yep, here I am. I didn't want to come empty-handed, so I stopped by the store and got a salad. Aw, you didn't have to do that, dude! Well, Kiwi says hi. Seriously though, you didn't have to. My family and I are carnivores. But thanks. Still, it's like not even 10, man. Oh, you didn't give me a time, so... No, that's my bad. Still, since you're here already, come on in. Well, don't I feel silly. Damien still accepts the grocery bag and chucks it off to the side somewhere. Come on, everyone's out back right now. He turns back, making for a sliding door on the opposite end of the house. Following after, I barely have time to take in what I think is the living room and the dining room. There's a number of toys strewn about, foam dart guns and loose game controllers. Damien opens the glass door and gives me a small push out of the house. Hey everyone, we've got a guest already! Stepping out onto the wooden deck, I'm surprised to see the pool and yard. To the left of me is what looks like an older, heavier set version of Damien. Well, howdy there. Hello, sir. I'm Inko. He shifts the barbecue tongs from his right hand to his left so he can shake my hand. Randy Payne. Oh god, he kind of looks like Hank Hill. Randy Payne. You can just call me Randy, though. I hid the grimace as we shake, feeling what I'm guessing is a very sticky marinade now clinging to my palm. Didn't think someone would come this early. I just finished getting the good stuff all sauced up. As soon as he lets go, he focuses back on the pile of different meats heaped up next to the grill. Meanwhile, I grab some nearby napkins to wipe the sauce from my hand. Oh, what's on the menu? Let's see here. We got brisket, flanks, ribs, sirloin, tenderloin, top sirloin, bottom sirloin, rounds, and shanks. That's a lot of cow. All marinated in my special mix of wet rubs and dry rub seasonings. Oh wow, that's a lot of Randy. Me, Damien, and Sophie will be doing it in shifts. If you're interested, I'll let you lend a hand too, if the missus doesn't rope you into carrying too much around. Sure, that sounds fun. I never actually grilled before. It's not too tough, you'll see. Now that I'm here, I can finally ask Damien the question that's been on my mind. Hey Damien, so I've been curious this whole time. What exactly is the celebration anyways? Oh yeah, I haven't told you yet. Well, you see Before Damien can properly explain, a motherly voice cuts him off. Damien, sweetie, you shouldn't keep your baby brother waiting any longer. At that mention of the younger sibling, a tiny Damien clone jumps over the deck railing and... Acid punch! Oh god, why? Why? Oh, the little Mickey Mouse dinosaur. Vinny! Look, bro, just like from Power Raptors, I told you I could do it! I'm so sorry, Inko. Vincent, this is why I don't want you watching those violent shows. Fuck you, Mom. The younger dino isn't listening. He's already run off to find another victim. You alright? Yeah, fine. Was that really acid? No. But here, you should wipe that off. Now. I take the towel, hand it to me, and wipe off the splotch on my pants from where Vincent had punched. The Liposaurus spit only gets more acidic after they reach puberty. I begin to rub away the spittle from my pants with a bit more urgency. Thankfully, he's more me than his mother, otherwise you'd need a new pair of pants. Wait. That's an actual thing? Randy laughs. So you must be Damien's new friend from school? Indeed I am. Damien's mom head pops up to the side of the deck with a tired smile. Hello, ma'am. Thank you for having me. Oh, I didn't know we'd have a guest so soon. I could have cleaned up more. You can just call me Sophia, dear. Speaking of school, Damien told me that you were there. Why'd you be going there today all days? Honestly, I didn't even realize today was a holiday. Usually I mark them on my calendar, but it must have flown over my head. No worries then. It's mainly us dinosaurs who celebrate it. Yeah, Damien told me a bit about it, but I'm not sure I fully understand. In that case, I'd be more than glad to clue you in. It's called Summer's End, as today marks the last warm day of the season. After this, fall and winter start rolling in. Huh, interesting. Well, this'll probably make me sound stupid for asking, but how come you celebrate it? To put it simply, the cold might be manageable for warm bloods, but for us reptiles, it's no bueno. So we spend the last day soaking in the sun and enjoying the warm weather before it starts getting chilly. Oh, that makes sense. Next thing you know, everyone's wearing extra layers and putting up the heat lamps. Though it apparently used to be Ice Age levels of frigid back in my granddad's age, so I guess we can consider ourselves lucky. Otherwise, we'd be nothing but a couple of popsicles with our tails for sticks. The patriarch lets out a laugh that's as infectious as his son's. He wipes a tear from his eye as he goes back to flipping the meat on the grill. Anywho, we're gonna start cooking up the food, so make yourself comfortable. Thank you, Randy. While Damien's dad attends to the grill, I move to the banister overlooking the pool. It's filled with a couple of aquatic toys and air-filled floaties. Man, I wish my place had a pool. Well, I do have extra jeans at home. Ruining one pair won't be a huge issue. Nah, on second thought, it'd be real annoying to do a drying off and going home. I wonder how deep... Whoosh! Ah! Ah! The hell are you doing here? I was invited! Focus on her face and not the other thing! What the heck are you doing here? What the heck are you doing here? I live here, moron. Crap, right. Damien even told me on my way. Anyways. No, really, why are you here? Nobody was at school when I got there? Huh? Yeah, check the doors and everything. They announced the holiday yesterday in homeroom, didn't you hear it? That's what Liz said over the PA yesterday? I thought that was the school's anthem or something. Huh, no wonder everyone was staring as I saluted. Must not have been paying attention. But yeah, asked Damien what was up, and he said there's some event going on and invited me. Olivia sinks in a bit into the water, actually. Stupid question, but... Are you really okay to swim? There's a glare again. Of course, why wouldn't I be? Well, you know. Thankfully, she gets what I'm saying. Sorry? She simply rolls her eyes. I like it in the water. I kind of wish I knew all about this earlier. I'd have brought my trunks. Ew, no, I'm not sharing my pool with you. What? Why not? Instead of answering me verbally, Olivia tail whips some of the water at me like a large wave. Yo, Inko, come check this out. Olivia takes the opportunity to slink back into the water. I think she's doing a weird version of the dead man's float. Ah, well, whatever. What's Damien yelling about? Yeah, Damien? Well, first my little bro has something to say to you. Sorry for giving you an acid punch, Inky. Looks like he taught his younger sibling about my nickname, too. It's alright, Vinny! Vinny extends his hand for a shake, though it's obscured by his sleeves. And secondly, we need a few chairs out here. We got some folding ones, but also some from the kitchen. Got it. They're cheap wood, not real heavy at all. After the chairs, we can do the table together. Mom'd be pissed if that got dropped. Why? It's the only one we got. And after everything's set up, we can play some fun. 'Kay, little man? Vincent grins and bolts back towards the house. Damien chuckles and we both follow after the kid. The table drops a few inches. We were able to lift it with a hard crash back to the onto the tile. I'd be worried about the cracks, but the floor is already pretty shattered around here from the years. This table must actually be their gold storage, and it's painted to look like wood. That's the only explanation. We catch our breaths and give our strained muscles a moment to relax. Why can't Livia help us? She's super strong. Olivia's enjoying herself in the pool, bro. We don't want to ruin her time. Her chair thing has wheels. We can use that. I think it might be a bit too small. No fair. She's gonna go to her room soon. Why can't she help? Hey, come on. Not in front of any guests, yeah? It's true, though. You don't know that. Come on. Damien's mini-me pouts. I think I got the better grip on the table now. Let's try it one more time. Okay, I'm ready. 1, 2. Wait. Huh? What's up? Ooh. Mom must have been talking about the plastic table in the garage, not the dining room table. You're right. What? Guess we gotta haul this thing back to the dining room, fellas. Great. He is stupid. After getting a suspiciously heavy table back inside, Damien and I carry the much lighter plastic one out of the door. As I catch my breath, I notice the younger dinosaur is gone. Maybe he ran off to do something else? Either way, I guess now's the time to ask. Hey, Damien? Yeah? What was that about Olivia going to her room? Huh? Oh, sorry, An awkward silence fills the air for a few moments. It's just... she doesn't really stick around for the family events like this is all. Regular introvert stuff, you know, it's no big deal. And your parents are okay with that? Why wouldn't they be? She's her own person. Right. She usually makes appearances for food, though. Hey, speaking of food, Want to go check out the grill? Why? There's no way the food is done by now. I know, I just like the smell. Oh, alright then. Sweet, let's go. As we make our way to where Damien's dad is manning the grill, I catch a whiff of the spices and marinades applied to the meat. Sophia's accompanying him, helping to place the meat on the grill. How's it coming along, Pops? You make any how I like 'em? You know it, son. Have a look for yourself. He steps aside and lets us gaze at the variety of barbecue set over the flames. The smell of it cooking and the symphonic, sizzling sound has my mouth watering in seconds. Good, right? I'll say. Randy uses a pair of tongs to grab a piece of steak that looks halfway cooked. The secret is you gotta let these babies have some time getting seared on each side. That way it really hones the splat. Whoop! There's about a silence between everyone as we all stare down at the piece of meat on the floor. It's not too ruined. Hey, Olivia, you want it? A pair of eyes appear over the edge of the pool. Sure, toss it in. What's this now? Randy proceeds to chuck the steak right into the pool as one would do a chum to a track fish. Whoosh! Jeez! Anywho, since you're our first guest, Inko, you get the honor of getting the choice picks. Which one do you want? Oh, I don't want to impose on anything. Aw, nonsense. Besides, better to get your picks in now before the other guests arrive later. Hey, I think of it as payback for all the sodas and chips you've been getting us. Come again? Well, guess a burger is more convenient. I don't get to attend family barbecues every day. Excellent choice, Inko. Want it rare, medium rare, or well done? Hey, Inko, go for the rare. Damien licks his lips as he says that. Rare? What the? Oh, carnivores, right. I'm pretty sure a raw burger would kill me. I'll take my burger. Well, you monster, do medium rare. Yeah, I'm sure you'll want ketchup with that too. Fuck you. Come on, Damien. One well done burger coming right up. Yeah, not gonna take any chances. Just saying, you're missing out, amigo. I'm pretty sure your mother was just messing with him. We'd never serve that sort of thing to a guest. There's no way we could afford the suit. Mr. Randy lets out a hearty guffaw as he lifts the burger from the grill. It's alright, son, though it may not look like it. Valakadra has its share of humans. From what I know, you guys can eat about anything, right? Raw meat aside. I mean, yeah, I guess. Must be nice to be able to just grab whatever's on sale at the market. Meat prices these days are getting pretty crazy. I've seen some of that synthetic meat around. That might be cheaper. Why not try it out? Fuck! Ah, crap. Hit the grill. Sorry. There's one taboo I stumbled into head first. Noted. I better change the subject before things get any more awkward. So, hey, Damien. I've been curious this whole time. What exactly is the summer's end celebration anyway? Didn't my dad tell you earlier it's the last warm day of the year or whatever? Yeah, I get that part, but why is it a holiday? Oh, that. Actually, I don't really remember either. Guess I should have been paying attention at school. It's a bit concerning that he doesn't know this much about his own culture he's currently celebrating. Actually, it probably doesn't even need a reason. Why would you? It's just the last warm day of the year. Any excuse to get together is fine in my book. The kid flumps down hard on the grass in a way only children can without shattering something. And we don't gotta go to school. It's nice and warm and we get to eat real good. I think those Mayans had the right idea. Vinny. Mayans, yeah. Hey, Inko. Are you Alright, it's about ready. It's about time the guests showed up too, isn't it? They'll be here any time. Oh, Olivia. Across the yard, Olivia contently drifts in the middle of the pool. Though a look came across her face upon hearing Damien's mom, and she begins paddling towards the raised deck. Are you going in so soon? Yeah. Are you sure you don't want to wait until the other guests get here? Yeah, wait. Wait till the food's ready so we can all eat together. I'd rather not. I just have a lot of art stuff I have to do, sorry. Damien's little brother steps out from the small deck. But you said we'd play sometime today. She tries to back up her uncertain tone with a shaky smile. Maybe later, Vinny. Have fun? She lifts herself from the pool and kneels atop her chair. I'm confused at how her legs work, but my best guess is that perhaps they only do above the knees. Turning about her hands carefully, she sets her foot down on the chair's footrest. Fully settled into the chair, Olivia rolls herself to the sliding back door of the house. I think the table is just about set. Now we really are just waiting for the others. Damien, has your friends texted you at all? Yeah, Liz said she'd be here by about now. Oh, it's Liz? Nice. She's bringing her uncle, too. Oh, snap, that's nice. I'll bust out the brewskis then. In fact, Damien shields his eyes and looks upwards behind me. I turn too, but at this angle I can't see anything. Yeah, they're in the front yard. I'll go get them. Damien rushes through the back door into the house. The moment later, he emerges again as if to show off the new guests. Come on, don't make it weird. Hi, everyone. Oh, Inko, you're here. Is that the voice I gave her? I don't remember. Yeah, I got roped in. Neat. Come on, Uncle Mike, through here. Hey, no, I'm not that old. Oh, it's him. What fucking voice did I give him? A giant figure lumbers through the doorway. That is not what I told him to get. Hey, Michael! Rondi, how have you been? The two pat each other on the back and give firm handshakes. Doing good. How about yourself? What's with that ridiculous getup? Is it Mardi Gras? No, nothing like that. I've been trying to relate a bit more to the younger generation recently. It seems we're just too different these days and all. Oh, come on. Leave that stuff to the kids. Then he sees me. Huh? Mr. Ferris? You know him? Yeah, we've met. He takes the same train as me. He's been helping me out, recommending I try this chain out. Liz jerks her head in their direction furiously. I'm gonna get it later. Oh God, really regretting the handshake now. Think he popped all my bones at once. The food will be ready soon, Inko. Your turn on the grill. Oh, don't worry, kid. All you gotta do is keep an eye on the meat and make sure they don't catch on fire. Damien's father leaves after I nod. The rest, too, heading to where Damien, Vinny, and I had just set up the chairs and tables. Turning to the grill with a grimace, I swallowed my nerves and take up the tongs. Right, nothing to worry about. Okay, nothing bad so far. Hi! Ah! Oh. Sorry. Hey, Liz, what are you doing here? Oh, everyone else is talking about Randy's cooking, and I figured I'd see what's on the menu. What do you think I'm doing? Why on earth are you getting my uncle to dress like he's going to be in a music video? He asked for help. You thought that was good help? Yeah, he just didn't take it right. Across the yard, Vinny's jumping to the shiny object. Mr. Ferris caves and lends it to him. See, problem solved. Ignoring Vinny, now strutting around like a gangster. Oh man, whatever. That's actually cooking. What's actually cooking? I motion to the silver tray spread out next to the grill. It's a lot of meat. Actually, aren't you a herbivore, Liz? I am, but I think Damien thought ahead for me. Wait, wasn't that the salad I brought? I knew he wouldn't forget about me like that. Anyway, is Olivia out here? She was just in the pool, decided to go inside. Liz's head is still for a moment, as if she's in thought. Apparently, it's a common thing with her. Yeah. I was hoping she'd have stuck around for once. So she does this often? Every time Damien's folks throw a party, she slips away to her room. I sometimes see her at the window. Her eyes motion for me to turn and look at a particular window. I can't really see from this angle. Why would now be any different then? Liz shoots me a knowing look. What? Well, I figured she was opening up to you a little bit. I mean, I guess so. To some degree. Not like I have any frame of reference. At best, I kind of talk to Olivia now. What? Did you just hiss at me? No. Then what? Oh God! Spinning around to see something has caught fire. I grab whatever it is with the tongs and flail it around, hoping the air would put it out. It works well enough, but it's pretty burnt. Well, that's one and lost. That one's a lost cause. I give a piece of charcoal a careful look, and yeah, it doesn't look edible in the least. I put it on the side and turn back to face Liz. Anyway, what are you saying about Olivia opening up? Yeah, it's strange, but also good. Certainly a bit surreal after all this time. Liz lets out a sigh and shrugs. Well, it's a shame, but it is what it is. Anyway, I want to go catch up with the others. See you around. Liz returns to the rest of the gathering, leave me alone with the grill once again. Burnt piece of meat aside, the rest of the food is looking good. Still, I'm not exactly the best grill master. Not like it matters too much to Damien's folks whether food actually is cooked or not. It's purely an aesthetic matter. Aesthetic. A couple more flips of the meat is brown and sizzling, which is good enough in my book to put them along with the other finished pieces. Think I'm about done with my shift. Damien's turn was next. He's just going to be wrapping up these last few things. It doesn't take me long to spot him chatting with Liz, who's enraptured with whatever guaranteed high-concept discussion they're having. Hey, Damien. Damien's frilled things perk a bit as he turns around to face me. Your turn on the grill. Alright, you got it, hombre. He waves Liz over and takes a firm hold of the spatula. Okay, time to put some more... He suddenly pauses. His eyes fall upon the charred remains of a once juicy, savory piece of meat. He picks up the piece of meat and inspects it before chomping down on it with a single bite. Okay, I'll finish cooking the last pieces, Inky. If you'd be an awesome dude, can you start serving the others what's already chow on? I give Damien a nod before grabbing a tray of cooked meats. I take a tray over to the eagerly waiting crowd with all the care to be expected from someone surrounded by very hungry meat-eating saurians. Upon seeing the platter of delectable and edible flesh, stop whatever they're doing and begin to gather around the table. And then I said, well, it's 'cause you look like a student yourself, miss. Huh, oh, that's rich coming from you. Me. Is finally here, Vincent. Now remember your manners. Oh, hopefully With my salad too? Seems like everyone's having a pretty good time with their meal. They even eat ones that I cooked, though I can see Damien's little brother making a slight face of disgust, still winds up chomping on the meat anyways. All in all, I'm pretty satisfied with how my cooking turned out. I take a seat next to Damien and Liz and prepare my meal before I dig in. Gotta go with the tried and true, ketchup and nothing more. With my burger prepared, I go in for my first bite. Gotta say, Damien's dad did a great job with the patty. So, what do you think, Inko? I give a thumbs up and smile as best I can with a full mouth. The elder dinosaur gives me a toothy, sauce-stained grin in return. I can see where Damien gets that toothy grin of his. Savoring the well-cooked meat patty and buns with each bite, I slowly lose myself in the party's mood. Though I feel more ancillary from it, seeing the adults lost in work talk while Damien and Liz are handling the excitable Vinny. Humming around a mouthful of burger, my eyes wander. The entire yard is smaller than mine, and there are tons of toys scattered in the low-cut grass. Not too many plants either, just the grass and a couple of shrubs running along the fence. The word quaint comes to mind. Maybe intimate? I could picture the kinds of events that happen back here. I shake my head, clearing my photographer's mind away. It's Damien's place, private property. I'd have to ask before I do anything camera-related. Thinking about it, though, I do have my camera securely stored in my backpack inside the house. A part of me is considered grabbing it, and as I look back towards the house, I spy a certain someone at their window. Olivia leers out across the yard. She's too far away to tell what exactly she's staring at. That must be her room, then. Her gaze shifts a bit. I still can't see what she's looking at, but it's in my direction, or Damien's. He's sitting next to me. I carefully trace where her eyes are focused, leaning to the side and slowly coming to the plate in my hand? Checking back, she's laser focused on something, I wonder. Slowly, I lift the plate up and Olivia's head tilts upwards with it. I lower it and her head tilts downwards. Part of me wants to test this further, except that'd be a real waste of food. Whatever illusion she was under is shattered with a shake of her head. I can practically hear Olivia's annoyed growl from here as she turns her snout up at me and returns to whatever it is she was doing. So she does want some. Why not come out? Well, I'm sure nobody would mind if I just brought a plate in and left it. Besides, my fingers are sticky from all the food, from the finger food, to the point where they stick it to my paper plate. It's actually kind of gross. Now I remember why I avoid it normally. Ungluing my fingers from the plate, Damien's mother notices my plight. You can use the kitchen sink for that, Inko. Or the pool. Sticking my thoroughly marinated fingers into the pool. That just seems like a future issue for whoever has to clean it up later. Thank you, ma'am. I think I'll use the sink. Damien's already getting up for third, so there's plenty. I load up a new paper plate with steak and whatever remains of ribs and discreetly head inside. Thankfully, the sliding door is partially open, so enough so that I can use my foot to push it the rest of the way open. There's a coffee table in the living room. That's as good of a place as any. And the sink's right there. I'll just rinse my hands off a bit. Making liberal use of the dish soap, I start scrubbing my hands thoroughly. While I feel the stickiness start to unstick itself, I look out the window. Damien's parents seem to be focused on Vinny, but Damien is still shooting looks to the left. The hyperactive hybrid shoots up from his seat, disappearing from view. Wonder where he... Woo! Psh. Dang, clothes still on and all. Kid was seriously about washing hands in the pool. Man, I could have gone for a dip myself. The AC in here makes a huge difference. It must be 90 degrees out today. There's plenty of soda, so I'm not in danger of dehydration at least. But geez, I'm only noticing just how warm it is from stepping inside. I'm surprised there's no stream rising from me. Looks a little red too. Good thing I didn't bring any sunscreen. Crap. It's not that bad yet. Maybe the pens have some sunscreen around? No, they're reptiles. They wouldn't need any. Maybe I'll just have to deal with it. My knuckles start hurting from being wrung so much. The smell isn't going away yet, though. Anyway, should be clean enough to... Both of us are frozen still, locked in on a staring contest. The steak shoved in her mouth, she stares like a deer caught in headlights. She spits the steak back on the plate in her lap and grips the inside of her sleeves. It takes me a moment to collect myself and muster up the conversation. Yeah, your delivery came in. You want soda with that? The joke goes unlaughed at. I tried. May as well. Need to get to the fridge. Oh, sorry? I step to the side to give Olivia enough space. She rolls herself over to the fridge, opens it up, and rummages through. We exchange a few awkward glances to the point that it's palpable in the air. So, what are you doing? Getting a soda. The kid's taking your spot in the swimming pool. That's fine. I'm just gonna go crash in my room. When there's still a party going on outside, I'm busy with art stuff. Stuffing the soda can in her coat pocket, Olivia redirects herself and, with a flick of her tail, closes the fridge shut. What about the party? What about it? It's still going on. And, look, I've got stuff to work on. Even though it's a holiday, it seems like the perfect time to get together with friends and family, and I'm not their family if you haven't noticed. And I'm not going to be here for much longer. That's a new look from her. Was it because of what I said? Olivia? What? There's still a couple different things dancing on top of my tongue that I wish I could say. Some would be too intrusive, especially after what she just said. However, one sticks out the most, especially after she had brought up working on it. And I generally want to see Olivia's process. Would you, mind some company? What? Seems pretty empty in the house to be you're lonesome, so maybe it'd be nice to hang out. Plus, I've been wanting to see your art for a while. Especially as I recall her freshman piece that displayed right next to the principal's office. I'll even show you some of my stuff I have in my portfolio drive in my backpack after all. I have to hold back my laugh as a silly, strange noise of surprise and confusion escapes her mouth. Is that an okay then? No, it's just... I don't want anyone else in my room. Then how about the living room? I motion to the well-loved couch nearby. She hums in thought for a moment. Are you really that interested? Yes. I've been wanting to see your work ever since I found out that cityscape piece in the gala was yours. Olivia clutches her hands together tightly. Okay, fine. If you're so interested, you can watch. She wheels herself back towards the shut door. Need to get my stuff set up first, though. Sure, I'll be here on the couch. I kind of feel bad for missing out on the party too, but I doubt I'll ever get another chance like this. Olivia returns with a small easel already set up with half-finished painting. She takes a moment to shift herself from her wheelchair to the end of the couch right next to me. She's pretty close to me. I can feel her thigh barely brush against mine, but I'll try to pay it no mind. The painting looks like a bust of a nondescript dino guy. Although, with how vibrant these guys are, it could easily be a portrait of someone specific. This isn't that good. She rips the page off and crumples it in her hands. Starting over then? Don't interrupt. She takes a deep breath. The paintbrush near the canvas slowly and gracefully, although it's clear her nerves are getting to her. Okay. Wait. Olivia looks down for a moment before she jerks her head up, her face gaining a reddish hue. Dude, why'd you scooch so close to me? I didn't? You're the one who sat next to me. Oh. She looks away for a moment, realizing how over the top her reaction was. Olivia then does a double take at me, her brows furrow. What's wrong with your skin? I was born like this? Shut up, that's not. You know what it is. What? Yes, it is. But I mean, it's red. Oh, yeah, I think I got sunburned. As I look over the red splotch on my arm, Olivia raises a hand and touches it. Ow! Why? Jeez, that really hurts. Yeah, it does. I didn't think to get sunscreen on the way over. There wouldn't happen to be any here, right? Point taken. But there's some of those spiky plants outside. Aloe something, right? Just snap off a leaf. Mrs. Payne won't care, probably. Think I've used some of that. I think I've heard something about that plant before, yeah. Alright, I guess I give it a shot. I get up and head back to the front door. Lo and behold, there are in fact a number of those spiky plants nearby. I walk up to the nearest one and carefully grab the leaf in the spot with dull spikes. It bends and snaps off pretty easily. Man, this looks good enough to eat, but it's probably tastes awful. Is it really good for curing sunburned skin? Yes, it is. Back inside, Olivia started painting again. She gazed intently at the page. And the plate of food I brought had been cleaned. Olivia holds one last rib in her mouth like a cigarette. It wriggles up and down between her teeth. When she sees me crunch, she crunches on the bone, one in two, and swallows the last of it whole. I bring up the aloe leaf. This is it? She nods and extends a hand to grab it. I hand her the thick leaf and she extends a single claw. When she catches the edge of the skin, she makes quick work of peeling the husk off. You do that often? Not me. Sophia uses it a lot to make smoothies for family and healing salves for Vinny. They're real pretty, too. Olivia blinks and coughs, then grimaces. To, paint, I mean. Natural homemade healing recipes, huh? Gonna have to ask for that later. Could come in handy down the line. I move to remove my jacket so the aloe can be applied properly. But I don't get far before I notice Olivia's face turning a darker shade again. No. No need to remove your jacket, you mungo. Just roll up your sleeves and put the jelly on your neck. She hands me the now exposed aloe jelly, with all the while doing her best not to look me in the eyes. After rolling up my sleeves, I scoop up a dollop of the opaque substance. Feeling of relief hits me the moment I spread it across my neck. Man, this feels good. I start applying more to my nose, cheeks, and most importantly, the top of my head. As I do, I watch Olivia continue her painting to extra attention to get her brushstrokes. The way she moves it down the canvas with such smoothness and gentleness shows her level of concentration. Not too rushed, but also not too overly focused on the art either. Using the last of the aloe to cover my arms, I fully covered in the rudimentary remedy. I take a second to throw the husk away in the kitchen trash, catching a glimpse of the party outside. Everyone looks like they're having a good time out there. Except Mrs. Sophia, who's currently trying to chase a very soaked Vinny with a towel. Back on the couch, Olivia's painting is starting to take a more defined shape. Unlike the cityscope piece, however, this one looks more organic. She continues to paint in silence, occasionally doing a quick glance at me to see if I'm still watching. I don't want to poke at Olivia for no reason, but this might just be my only chance to ask. Hey, Olivia? Your family, the Pines, they seem like a lively bunch. What's that supposed to mean? Like, I knew Damien was eccentric, but I see where he gets the rest of your family. First of all, the Paynes are my godparents. Secondly, yeah, they are. So, how long have you known them for? Olivia pauses for a moment mid-Bud's brushstroke, but then continues. Practically my whole life. Damien and I have known each other since we were carpet crocs. And his parents have known my dad since, well, forever, since before we were even neighbors. Ah, friends of the family? Pretty much. The whole reason why I'm living with them. Her muzzle clamps shut. Forget what I just said. The words were spoken with a tone tinged bitter with something. A tone I felt very familiar with whenever my family is brought up. Sure. The only sound left now is her brushstrokes on the canvas. My focus turns back to the patch of blotchy red and pale watercolor slowly forming across the white expanse. Occasionally, Olivia's gray eyes would glance my way before going back to her work. Compared to the more rapid pace of time-lapse art videos I had viewed, she was more deliberate with each of her movements. Pretty obvious, since most of those were done digitally, another thing I'd not considered. Still, staring at the painting in progress itself, there's something uncanny about it. It's now more formed, definitely looking like something. Lowering my shades with one hand so I can make out the peachy pale and vibrant red colors of it, my other hand is brought up so I can try and trace it out in the air before me. Olivia looks back at me again and a glint of something shines through her eyes. Hold that pose now. Hey, how long have you been using me as a layman doll? Her hand fails to cover up the snort that comes from her nose, followed by a gremlin-like chuckle. Consider it the price to see my process. I want a refund. Nope. Looking again, it slowly becomes a watercolor bust of my burnt face. Looking in a mirror, it's like looking in a mirror, eh? Can't you at least get my good angle? Nope. Turning back to the mural de melanoma, Olivia starts adding in a blotch of cream by my head. A sigh escapes my lips. Hey, I said stay still. Why? I'm not that red. Another high-pitched giggle comes out of Olivia. It's called artistic license. Well, it needs to be renewed. Despite being the butt of her joke, I feel myself smile. Must be the new sound from her. It's the first time I think I've heard her happy outside of the Latikins class. And yeah, that laugh of hers is kind of infectious. The silence returns, though, and the mood feels much lighter now. I feel so stiff right now. I don't know how long I've been holding this pose. If I had to guess, from the sunlight filtering in the house, it's been at least an hour. Mural de la Melanoma was almost done, and it was staring back at me with the most intense eyes. Olivia's attention was left on the final detail. A hand holding its lowered shades. I'm thankful she'd finished the sunglasses first, because the reflected light from the sliding back door had been searing my retina. Olivia? Hush. She turns her head to focus entirely on the hand held by my ear. Pupils moving rapidly to try and take in every detail. Her fingers twitch and her hand hovers over the painted hand. Her eyes are now shifting between my hand and my eyes. Her hand is now quaking with a growing redness suffused her face. The more she looks toward my eyes, the more her arm shakes and face brightens. Finally, she turns away from me entirely, bringing both of her arms with her and away from me to the canvas. Okay. Okay? Her cheeks puff out as she exhales her held breath. Okay. Finally, she turns her cherry red face to the canvas to inspect the near complete portrait. I'll come back to this later. Can I? Yeah, you can drop your hand now. Finally! I lay back on the couch, feeling my spinal cord pop in rapid succession. I said your hand. I can't. I attempt to stretch my arm in front of me. And because of my stiff muscles, my forearm is pulled back towards my sunglasses. I repeat the motion several times, the movement helping to ease the muscles until finally my arm doesn't feel spring-loaded. While I was busy trying to fix my arm, Olivia was packing up the canvas. That's about it. You can go join the others or whatever. She drags the canvas easel and watercolor tubes back to her room. I wonder if she'll keep that one. And I wonder if she'll stay in her room again. We've been inside for a while. I don't think anyone outside has noticed we've been gone. Vinny and Damien seem to accept Olivia would stay inside. But... wait. I've got her off guard. Let's find out next time which one we're gonna do. Let's try to invite her and join us. Nah, forget it. I'm not gonna do it. If I'm going outside, it'd be rude for me to leave without saying bye at least. She looks at me quizzically. Sure. But I think I'll try staying until the end. That's probably been the best day I've had since I moved here. And my first real friends in a long while. I'm glad to have been invited. She's not leaving, but she's scanning me suspiciously. Damien's been a great friend, and his folks have been really nice to me. Better than my own parents, even. You're lucky to have them, I think. I guess. Good for you. Have fun with that. I really need to. I think you should come along. She freezes. What? Her eyes widen, some of the color leaves her face. No, I can't. Why not? Mr. and Mrs. Payne. They already have Vincent and Damien to worry about, and right now they're hosting all the other guests. They've got plenty to deal with already. I'm not worth the accommodations. Just leave it, let them be normal. Even then, it's like I said, I don't have much time left. That's a little overly harsh. And it was every argument she had. They're the kind of arguments that come from desperation and guilt to convince herself it's for her own good. Maybe it's a little presumptuous, but that's at least the sort of thoughts I've been reading notes from my parents allotting me resources like I'm just an anthropomorphized mouth. Certainly doesn't seem like I'm worth it to them at least. But they're your godparents, right? They're helping your folks, yeah, but they chose to have you here. Because they want you to let you be normal. That doesn't... a normal part of their family, I mean. I don't think they'd have you here if they didn't want that. Oh, please, go on and tell me more about my own family. Her voice is sardonic. She's not making eye contact anymore, but she's listening intently. This is all the stuff she's known already. But you're absolutely right about one thing. You don't have much time left. Neither do I, honestly, even if it's mostly because of moving. You know what they say about rolling stones gather no moss? In that way, we're in the same boat. Give it a shot. There's some perfectly good moss right out there. Okay. I'll try it with you. That analogy was pretty dumb, but you're right. The back door squeaks open. Even with sunglasses, I wince at the sudden brightness. God, the light! I take a step out and stretch my back, working out the last bit of stiffness from my shoulders. Olivia still waits for the threshold of the door. What are you waiting for? A curtain call? Shut up. With a grin, I draw the sliding door even wider, and with the beckoning wave, attempting to usher Olivia out as if I were her personal attendant. Cut that out. Don't make it weird. Despite her words, her tone is more humored than annoyed at me. Relax, nobody was even looking. But it looks like there's definitely no more food left. About right. As Olivia rolls down the small wooden ramp I hadn't noticed, we catch Damien on the bottom step. Olivia? At the table, heads turned towards us, looks of surprise etched on their faces, most of them. Instead of answering him verbally, Olivia's hand comes up in a nervous wave. The rest of the party resumes their prior discussion, although maybe a bit livelier than before. Hey, cool to see you out here again. Hey, Damien, why are you all the way over there? I can't stand it. I can't stand to be by Liz's uncle when he's eating. He's got those fibrous teeth. Like blue whales have? Yeah, it freaks me out. His dentist must make a fortune. Yeah. Hey, Olivia, what are you doing back out here? You forgot something? No, I just thought it'd be good to enjoy the weather while it lasts. Damien perks up with his frills undulating. That'd be kind of cool to see that. No, Damien, stop that. Olivia quivers as Damien's grin grows wider and the frills start moving faster. Ew, stop it. Even I'm getting unnerved by how those things move. Damien. Sorry, you know these things have a mind of their own. Finally, those weird flaps still. Dude, you were just complaining about Mr. Ferris and his teeth. At least he can keep his mouth shut. Hey, I could always wear a beanie. No, you can't. Remember the last time you tried? Both Damien and Olivia share a laugh over something that they're privy to. When they finish, Damien asks the million-dollar question. So, are you going to join in, or... She turns her head my way, and I give her a supportive thumbs up. Yeah. Damien finally stands from the step, and we all start heading for the table. Each partygoer greets us when we approach. The loudest form, Livy! Hey. You finally came to play again. The rambunctious boy hoots and hollers as he bounces in circles around her. Olivia huddles her arms and looks aside in my direction, feeling the stare from the table. I give her a reassuring thumbs up. Actually, this is the perfect thank you, Vinny. This is something Olivia's able to give when she was so worried just about taking. I hope she goes for it. I'm a little tired, Vinny. What? No, come on, Vinny. Livy, you promised we'd play today. Like old times. Please? Oh. Alright, you win. I did promise. You want to play cannon then? Yeah, cannon! Alright then, ready? Round loaded! Fire! Holy shit, he went flying. Oh god, this was a bad idea. Woo! Woo! Randy! Relax, so Vinny's still young. Michael, Vinny, be careful. I'm okay, Mom. Woo! Woo! Have you gotten stronger, Olivia? No, shut up. Anyway. Can we do it again, Livy? Olivia smiles and pats his head. It's weird seeing it, but she readies Vincent for another launch. The Gator girl has a bright, toothy smile I've never thought she'd have. Mr. Payne? Woo! Alright, I get it. Vincent! Yeah, Dad? No more cannonball today. Olivia and Vincent share a disappointed look. Now, there's a lot more things you two can do. Vincent perks up and immediately rushes off. Oh, I know. Olivia turns back to the rest of the group with an uneasy smile. Miss Payne steps forward, her hands held up, wavering. Olivia? Hi, Auntie. Miss Payne and her husband approach, both in nervous smiles. When she speaks, it's with certain restraint, holding her excitement back, as though worried that if it showed too much, she'll change her mind and go back in. I didn't miss much, right? I'm so glad you came out, dear. The older woman kneels in front of her and wraps her arms around Olivia. Hey, it's been too long, little Ace. Randy's hand ruffles her hair while his other arm is also encircles both Olivia and Sophia while and while Olivia does her best to avoid his palm. I can see the tiny smile on her face. Time seemed to pick up speed after Olivia had come out. Damien and his father returned to the grill, managing to prep and cook the final serving of meaty goodness for an early dinner. I decided I'd go for seconds and get a few scraps of this and that. I nearly drop my food when I get a rough pat on the shoulder from behind. It's Mr. Payne. He looks down at me with a thankful smile. Miss Payne and Mr. Ferris had continued their conversation till Mr. Ferris' throat ran dry, and the rest of us had to contend with a hyperactive child with an armory of foam dart guns. I felt bad for Liz. She'd become a one-woman shooting gallery for the boy. And Olivia? And me? And Damien? But at least he looked apologetic about it. But now things are winding down. The food is officially all gone. Everyone is exhausted physically and mentally, and yet thoroughly satisfied emotionally. Olivia pads by me, having returned to the pool to cool down and stretch out. Nice art. There was just one last thing to really cap this off. Okay, everyone! I hollered to everyone currently on the deck, grouped up nicely for me. Looking through the viewfinder of my propped-up camera, I adjust the focus to ensure everyone is captured perfectly in the shot. All right, on 3, give me your biggest smiles. 1? Wait. Olivia turns away from the camera, looking toward Damien. With a grin, Damien waves for me. Dude, you gotta be in this too! There's a nod and words of agreement from everyone. Well, it's been a while since I've used this mode, so why not? Setting the timer delay, along with the sports mode, I'm sure that with 10 rapid succession shots, at least one of them will be perfect. And I can always do some post-production on it too. Ensuring that the focus is still fine, I click the shutter button and keep the count in mind. 30, 29, 28. By 13, I'm settled myself next to Damien and above Olivia. All right, 9, 8, 7. Oh, you're going to do it, aren't you? I feel something wrap around my knee and press against my back. On 4, 3, 2, ah! My camera flash goes off 10 times and I'm pushed over by Damien and pulled into the pool by Olivia. At the end of the demo? Yes, it is! I love this fucking demo. I can't wait for this full game. You've reached the end of the demo. You can follow our Twitter for updates on the full game and other games in development. Will do. Actually, I already follow you. Thanks for playing! Alright guys, so you can play this demo yourself on Steam and Itch.io, and I will be playing this game fully as soon as it's out. So I'm going to go back to Snoot Snoot Game. Don't forget to check out the other games on this channel and Sinfully Pure, my other channel, as well as my Twitch. If you're part of the Discord, you get to see some of these videos recorded live, the ones I don't do on Twitch or other places. Alright guys, and don't forget to check out the links in the description, including my shop and my Patreon, along with Subscribestar. You guys' support helps continue this channel going, because I don't get paid that much through YouTube unless you all hit that membership button. Okay guys, have a fantastic day or night. Bye. And do you want to huggy that gator? I know I do.